How are you all? Let's start with our today's EVS 1 class with a wonderful thought. You must do the things you think you cannot do. So let's start doing the things which we think that we cannot do, and let's continue with our lesson reading. So let's see what is the next page of your textbook. Yes. Yes. Now this very next page of your textbook starts with this. One of the Diwali firecrackers is called a rocket. You enjoy with the rockets in Diwali, isn't it? So it is always packed with explosive substances, isn't it? The explosives burn rapidly means what? Rapidly means fast and produces a lot of energy. Lot of heat is produced, isn't it? The design of the rocket is such that the firecracker is always pushed in a certain direction at a great speed. The rockets always move upwards with a great speed. Very powerful rockets are used to send a spacecraft into the space. A tremendous quantity of fuel is burned in rockets so that spacecraft weighing thousands of tons can be launched into the space. So what is actually done in space launch technology, children? Lot of fuel is needed in these rockets, and strong rockets are needed so that these spacecrafts could be launched into the space. In the 20th century, a few countries of the world developed space technology and sent hundreds of spacecraft into the space. Our country is also well known for the development of its space launch technology. Children, the way our cars and other two-wheelers need petrol, isn't it? Petrol is its fuel. So the same way these rockets also need great quantity of fuel so that spacecraft with the help of these rockets could go into the space. Some spacecraft remain in space, some are brought back to the Earth, while some land on other planets or satellites. In some missions, scientists also travel in spacecrafts. They are called astronauts. Children, the spacecrafts in which people are there, those people are said to be the astronauts. So today we are going to talk about one of such astronaut who is of Indian origin. That is, yes, we are talking about the Rakesh Sharma. Rakesh Sharma became the first Indian astronaut to go into the space in 1984. He spent 8 days on a space station for a joint mission of ISRO and the Soviet Intercosmos. Seeing India from the space, what did he said? Yes, he said it looked sare jahan se acha. Yes. Now let's see what are the uses of man-made satellites or artificial satellites. Man-made satellites provide useful, very important information for what? Agriculture, environment, that is nature, weather forecasting. You might have seen, children, in the news channels, weather forecast is always predicted, isn't it? Whether there would be heavy rains, isn't it, like that? So that weather forecast is possible only because of these artificial satellites or man-made satellites. Making maps, Google Maps, isn't it? In our vehicles also GPS system is there, maps are there, isn't it, which tells us the correct address. That has become possible only because of these man-made satellites. Then searching for water and mineral wealth on the earth. Water content is there on the earth's surface or below the earth's surface, or mineral wealth is there on the earth's surface or below the surface is there or not, that we can know only because of these man-made satellites. Mineral wealth, suppose we are searching for coal deposits, we want coal. So how we can find out whether we can have these coal deposits below the earth's surface? That we can know because of these man-made satellites. They are also used for telecommunication. See, we can talk to each other on mobile phones nowadays, isn't it? So that communication is possible only because of man-made satellites. This is called telecommunication. They are put into the orbit around the earth. They can remain in space for many years. Always remember, space scientists have not yet been able to find a single other planet which has life on it, and therefore our Earth is an invaluable planet, very important planet. The degradation of its environment for any reason will be a threat to the existence of of life itself. Degradation, any danger to the environment, is danger for us. Now, what we have learned from this lesson: the sun is a star, isn't it? Because it has its own heat and light. All other heavenly bodies in the solar system get light from the sun. The sun and the planets, their satellites, dwarf planets, asteroids that revolve around the sun are together called the solar system. Things on the earth remain on it due to the force of gravity, that is gravitational force. To travel in space, the earth's gravitational force has to be overcome. Rocket technology helps us to do that. Now this is all about your lesson, children. Now what you have to do, you have to open up your notebook. Now you must have written name of the lesson, isn't it? But on the very next page, what you will do, you will give a heading new words, and just below that you will start writing all these new words. Then after completing new words, you will leave one line, and then you will give a heading exercise. Now let's see what is our question number 1 in our exercise. Yes, this is your question number 1. Who am I? Let's discuss all these answers, which I have already written it for you. You can see me from the earth, but the lighted part of me that you see changes every day. It is called moon because moon changes its shape, isn't it? Every day the shape changes. One day you see a full moon, the other day you see no moon at all, isn't it? And the shape also changes. It is called a moon. What is the second sentence? I have my own light. It is only from me that the planets get light and heat. Yes, you know very well, all planets get light and heat from sun. I turn around myself around a planet and also around a star, that is a moon. It turn around its own self. It also turn around a planet, moves around a planet, that is earth, and it also move around a star, that is sun. Which is that object? It is a moon. I turn around myself, revolve around the sun. It is the earth, because you know very well earth moves around itself as well as it moves around the sun, and that's why the answer is earth. No other planet has a living world like me. So which is that planet? Earth. I am the nearest star to the earth. Which is that nearest star to the earth? It is sun. Okay. It's not clear here, but the answer is sun. I am the nearest star to the earth. It is the sun. Yes, let's see our today's homework. You have to learn all new words as well as question number 1 given today very well. Learn thoroughly, children. That's all for today's lesson, children. We will again meet in the next lesson.